Welcome to the podcast, the show, the Yellow Card Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Menace.
JB. So, bro, how you been?
I've been good, man.
Yeah.
I've been chilling. That's really it. Like, relaxing. Cycling through a bunch of stuff.
What does cycling through a bunch of stuff look like?
Music, shows, producing, listening to music, as opposed to making music, Twitter. That's
Twitter?
really it.
It's a trap.
And then school.
Bro, Twitter's a trap.
Think so?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's so much information.
It really is at once, but
so much at your fingertips. It's like, oh, something new here. Damn. Now I gotta look at this.
I think I'm more into like the videos. Like I really scroll, but I don't read everything on Twitter. I think that's just too much. Like you're right, it's too much information.
Yeah.
But I normally stop at the videos.
The video, when some funny account puts up a video, Twitter low key has everything before anything else
Word.
has it. Like, I be sending my cousins like shit on Instagram. They're like, I already saw it 2 days ago on Twitter. It was like that, and I was like, oh, I bet. Why didn't you send me that shit? They're like, use Twitter. I hate that. They'd be like, oh, just use Twitter. I'm like, shit, if I knew how to use Twitter, I'd probably use Twitter, but like, I don't. So I'm stuck to the confines of Instagram.
Word.
We got LeBron and his legacy, bro. Where you stand on that? Because I feel like there are like three major camps. The first one is like the clear, like, LeBron, let's go. This motherfucker, no one could do like he does. He's like bigger and stronger. Like, you never seen him play like that. It's multi-dimensional, the best at everything.
Word.
Which I get the stats and whatnot. But then it's like he's lost. The lackage of rings. He doesn't match up to Kobe, let alone, you know what I mean, Jordan. But he's kind of like the face of the modern day NBA. You know, we've had, 17 years or whatnot of just LeBron fucking James being LeBron James.
But not really.
But kind of, yeah.
Like he definitely in terms of play, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think like Kobe and Michael were better winners, like in terms of chips.
Undeniable.
So you just look at them as overall, like that's why it's debatable. Like if LeBron was as successful in the NBA Finals as people wanted him to be, that's tough. Like then like, you know, then it's undeniable. If he had, you know, if he was like successful in championships as Kobe and Michael, it's undeniable LeBron is the best. Because then there's nothing really to argue. But now because, you know, he has 3 rings and he hasn't done so well in the finals, it's like people are arguing, oh well, he at the big moments, you know, he's not there, and it's like, okay, like that's that's supposed to come with experience. But I mean, he's getting older now, so you know his years are weighing on him. But like at the end of the day, he's still LeBron James. He's about to get a chip this year.
He is about to get a chip this year. I'm sorry to the Nuggets. Thank you for getting the Clippers out the way, because they were about to be a problem for the Lakers. But now it's easy going. I think the Lakers, they just finished having the little close scare, but AD hit the little tray for the
That's a fact.
For the game, you know, buzzer beater.
2-0.
2-0. Oh, and the Heat about to take out the Celtics. Bro, Lakers are gonna go easy. That's an easy chip for Bron. But now they're also gonna be like the bubble. Wasn't a real season. He got time to rest.
And then next season he gonna come back and he gonna whoop them niggas once again, and that'll probably be his last. Like
Father Time has to catch up with this dude eventually, though.
That's a fact. But he still has more. Bro, it's LeBron James.
You think he still does have more?
Did he look like he was struggling this year?
Okay, you right.
So next year, if it looks like he's struggling, then that'll be like the sign of his wane, like of him coming down. Like, okay, That was a great LeBron era, but like we see it, Bron. But still, that'll be like a D Wade situation. Like, yo, niggas still wanted D Wade on their team. Like they were signing D Wade, and he was signing minimum contracts.
We still have 10 more years left of LeBron James being in the league, honestly,
bro.
Bar injury,
because he loves basketball. That's the thing. Like
he does.
It's not about anything else. Like if he wasn't getting, he gets paid that much money as a byproduct of his work. Like he loves basketball, he plays basketball, so he gets paid a lot of money. Like that's all it is.
Also, his play is kind of suitable for like playing at the older age. You know what I mean? Like once you take away his athleticism, he still can be just a person with easy passes. You know what I mean? Like he don't gotta guard the best player anymore. He can guard like the fourth guy, and he just pass. He becomes a
and he is a great defender. You know, like when you think about it, like yo,
defender.
People will pick up LeBron like when he's older just for defense. Yeah. Niggas will be like, yo, Bron, like we know you're old, we know you're 45, like on some Tom Brady shit, bro. Like Tom Brady is old and he's still playing because he loves football, bro. I respect it.
He hasn't been touched. That man is a walking bucket. He's chips on chips on chips, like GOAT. I've never seen a winner like that other than like a Kobe in my life. You know what I mean? Like he's like, we're gonna win this. Other than the Giants twice. Shout out New York. But
word.
Like Brady about it. Like whatever. It doesn't matter what anyone says. He got
OD.
He got his.
OD.
He got
I
his.
respect. Bro, yo, Brady came in
got his.
and was mad quiet.
Yeah.
He was just mad quiet. He literally like he was quiet and loud at the same time. Cause like I would see him on Twitter, but like really when I think of loud, I think of like Conor McGregor. Like that's like yo, he's talking his shit. And Brady wasn't like that. Brady was he was showing up to work. He was like, yo, Bill, just work around me. I'm here for as long as you need me, Bill. And Bill was like, yo, I love you, Tom Brady. Absolutely. So so literally Brady is like, yo, he's here. He's just throwing the ball, bro. Like how old is he now?
Yeah, he's pretty old. Are you still a Pats fan, Nate?
Nah, I haven't watched football since Cat.
Respect. How old is this man, Brady? On the Buccaneers now. Where the hell?
43.
43.
Wow. And
just signed another contract. Just signed one.
He's still getting money. God damn. Income is $15 million for throwing fucking pigskin. That is unreal. Wow. And if it wasn't such a hated team, he would have so many more sales and jersey sales, but he still sells out in jerseys. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I always wonder what guides the legacy though of a player. You know what I mean? Like for LeBron James, at the time we're right here.
We're something on your cheek, bro.
Oh, we're
it's
caught cheese.
Yeah, you got it.
Got it. Thank you. Like for LeBron James, right? And whenever he stops playing, when we look back at it, we will be able to remember his greatness, and the videos will be there. But do you think way down the line that people are gonna be like eventually less like acclaimed to the fame of how good he was? You know what I mean? Like,
well, you gotta think, how long is the history of basketball gonna be?
That's true.
Because that's tough. Like, bro, I think people get eclipsed.
I think people do get eclipsed, but I don't think someone like Jordan's ever gonna isn't gonna get eclipsed for a long time.
But that's the thing. Like, also,
he's
that's
pinnacle.
at like the beginning of great basketball. Like Michael Jordan was like the beginning of great basketball. You feel me? Like it was a lot of like the league started, and I'm not saying it was just unathletic or it was white people, but it was just basketball was starting as a sport, and then people in America started getting behind it, and they were like, "Oh, this is tough. I want to start watching this." So then people started taking it more seriously when they were training for it, and people, bro, it's all athleticism. People started getting better. I'm sorry, this candy's good as hell. People started getting better, and Michael Jordan came in and was like, "Yo, I want to be the greatest to ever play this game, and I want everybody to look me in the face, and I want to be able to tell them like, yo, suck my dick. Like I was the greatest to ever play up until this point." And that's what he did. Like literally came in and like every time he didn't win, like he was mad. Like,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even about. It wasn't even about rings. It wasn't about like. It was literally like all Michael Jordan wanted to do is show you that he was the greatest to ever play. Like, however he could do that is what he did.
Yeah.
So like, I respect it, and then that's what translated over, and that's why people really looked at him like, yo, he is the greatest.
Yeah.
But it's really just at that point, which is why I say people get eclipsed. Like, you move forward in time, and now people are saying the same thing about LeBron, and it's like you're trying to level up that level, like you're trying to. Not balance out, but like compare the levels of hype, and it's not the same. It's not the same America.
Yeah.
It's not the same crowds.
That's true.
It's not the same like anything. So like,
yeah, not even the same gameplay with like fouls and like everything. And just
but also that's why I'm saying
everything's just changed overall.
In the beginning, though, that's like when you got to get in. You got to get in early, though. That's why I'm saying like with anything, you got to get in early. Like, because at the beginning, that's great basketball. So Michael Jordan, but then you have all these greats in the beginning, and really they're just leading the way for players down the line.
They're gonna be better, yeah.
Like, bro, in 50 years, people are gonna be like, yo, I see Kevin Durant type. Or they're gonna mix it. They're gonna be like, yo, Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce game. You can't say that now because there weren't enough players that were like different to not to compare, but to like see and derive different styles from like players. Like now it's just like, yo, he's a good shooter. Oh, he's bouncy. Oh, he's athletic. Then it's gonna be like, yo, there are different kids that have all these different packages. So now it's like, yo, people are setting the way for like player types and like archetypes. You feel me? Like Giannis is, yo, like a player that has long arms and plays like Giannis. Oh, he's Giannis like. But it's also like paying homage.
We have that though. We have that with it's Shaq. Like we have that. I definitely say that we're finally getting to those like extreme archetypes because like that's the whole point. Like we kind of like bred it to that point. You know what I mean?
Word.
We're breeding 3-point shooters to be 3 and Ds.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's just who's getting more playing the games now. If you're a big man, you got to be a big who can shoot outside, but it's just monstrous. Like that's what you're supposed to be like. Then you got motherfuckers like Steph Curry that are cheat codes. No one's becoming like him. Like that's unrealistic for a guard. But you know, like
because yo, and because Steph stepped in, bro, and just whack, splash, yo, broke records like what?
Crazy. He's the fastest to 1,000 3-pointers.
Just came in, and people are saying like, yo,
300 something games.
Now when you start talking about shooters, you have to talk about Steph, which is what I respect.
That's the first thing.
And it's not like you have to like, you don't have to like, quote unquote, suck his dick. Pause.
Yeah.
But like you gonna talk about him. Like Steph is one of, if not the greatest shooters in the history of basketball.
Yeah.
Not even just the NBA, of basketball. And we'll see how long that stands. And that's what I'm saying, like with eclipsing, like there may be some kid that like literally all he does is shoot threes. Or shorty in the WNBA, all she does is shoot threes. Just whap, 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 breaking records because that's all like, yo, that's what she wanted to do. Like, yo, that's what she was good at. Yo, I shoot threes. Give me if you see me at the 3-point line, give me the ball. This doesn't matter if there's somebody in my face. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then people gonna start deriving like, oh, she's tall or he's tall. That's Kevin Durant-esque. That's Kevin Durant-esque. But I shooting like Curry, averages like Curry. You feel me? Like, and it's like you can just derive it from like different things. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's dope. I fuck with it. I want to see I really want to see the future of like basketball because that's why I fuck with Ja Morant,
bro. We got years.
Now, like when you think about it, like look at Ja Morant.
I mean, that nigga's crazy. We have someone who's attempting to be as crazy. Like the prospect of what's the nigga that came out from Duke?
Zion Williamson.
Like
he's tough.
The fact that we have a nigga that's like that, like an athlete who's even trying to say, let me do this. You know what I mean? I think that he needs to be careful with his body because he might be like injury prone or some shit. But like that is like the next LeBron James. We're gonna have someone like that real soon, who just like LeBron came into the game and dominated in athleticism.
That's the point. I think
we're
that's
gonna
the point.
see some
that's
wild
the point.
Motherfucker come out and just be like, I am basketball right now.
Word.
The epitome. He gonna come out and
that's tough.
This is what we do.
And I want to see that. Like, that's what I can't
I'm excited.
wait to
We're going to see that in years. We got so much time, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, we going to see it. I'm excited. I just hope that we don't get dulled to
Well, why? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, in like 5, 10, bro, that's happening now. You feel me? Like, bro, Zion is in the
don't think it's
league.
happening
John
yet.
Morant is in the league, bro. Like,
We haven't seen it yet, though.
Hmm?
We haven't seen it yet, though.
you didn't see them play?
I mean, yeah, but not to that. Like, they're not their prime. I see their
Not
potential.
their prime, but
I
like,
see their
yo,
potential,
but
they
I'm
ain't
watching
there
John
yet.
Morant. Like, yo, it's not even potential anymore. Like, he has it, bro.
I mean,
like,
he
he's
got it.
playing
You
basketball.
right.
Bro, he's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, straight like, bro, John Morant is a bucket. Like, yo,
He's
he
a bucket.
works.
He is
bro,
a good
because
player
he plays
in the league.
basketball,
He's
bro.
a good player
He does
in the
not.
league.
He does not, bro. I respect him because that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, he plays basketball, bro. He
What are those
plays
stats, Nate?
rookie of the year.
I know he wrote. I know. I'm trying to see how many points he had per game.
17.8.
47% from the field. What?
7.3 assists per game.
Bro,
That's his first year. That's crazy. That's really good.
I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, it's niggas out here, bro.
I'm not saying that there aren't niggas out here. I'm saying like the niggas that are out here that are waiting, that are lurking, aren't the niggas yet. You feel me? Like they niggas, but they
they're
ain't
getting there.
the
That's what I'm
niggas.
saying.
They
And
get,
that's
like,
what this
like
next
Tatum,
year, bro.
Like Tatum,
Bro, Tatum's
scary,
balling.
bro. Tatum a different breed. Tatum trying to be like mom. He said, "I don't care about what anyone does. I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm just gonna pull up on you. And you know, if I get the ball, I'm bucket. I'm certified bucket. I'm certified bucket, and I'm
That's a
hustle.
fact.
I ain't
That's a
gonna say
fact.
shit.
I
I'm
respect
certified
it.
bucket. He had the meanest mean mug, bro, when he went to go yam it on the Heat. And what's his name? Dude, huh?
Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo came
Yeah.
out, said
And blocked
yeet.
it.
But he had the mean mug for a second. I was
And
like, damn, I believe
I
it. He's-
respected it. I
yeah.
respected it
I was
because
fucked out of here, nigga.
I respected both sides because, yo, Tatum literally got the rack and was like, yo, yink to the rack. I don't care I don't care if anybody is in my way. Bam Adebayo stepped up. He said, I don't care. And rose up. And yo, Bam, like, I know his wrist hurt, but I respect it because he put everything on the line. That was like the game at that point. Like, if Tatum scored that, it would have changed
It
everything.
would have changed everything. But he put his pride on the line. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm stopped. No foul either. I'm making it clean. I'm just going to meet you up. We going to even. His wrist almost broke and shit. That was crazy. Respect to that man.
OD,
Yeah.
bro. I think it was. I watched the interview after. Nah, not an interview. Nah, it was an interview. Bro, I'm impressed by anybody that just, bro, plays basketball. Feel me? Like if you play basketball because you love basketball, and that's why people are great, bro. Like you got people like Bam. Like, yo, that's instinct.
Yeah.
He said, yo, it's now or never. The game is on the line. What do I do?
Yeah.
Blocked it, bro.
The ability to be so in the situation and have been in the situation so often that you know exactly what you have to do in a split second. You know, like it just like shows like the time and attention that you put towards a craft. Like a lot of what they're doing, they have to be cerebral at the same time, just so animalistic and instinctive. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have time to think about, oh, my man's. I have to make a quick assessment. Man here, man here, man here. I see. Like in a second of being able to vision. Oh, spot him. You know what I mean? Like to be able to do that. Or, oh, pull up. I see we got the range. Like that's something else.
Loyalty is very hard to come by.
I'm loyal. You already know. LA. We getting the chip. Liverpool.
Now you're saying we.
Liverpool.
Here comes all the
Yeah,
weeds.
Liverpool. We getting the Premier League. 2 years in a row.
Oh.
Real Madrid, you already know we win La Liga. Keep it on it.
Honestly, like,
3 for
bro,
3.
you should be a professional shit talker.
He is.
I am. That's my side hustle.
That's what I like.
That's my side hustle. Is
That's
professional
what
bullshit.
I respect. I respect that. Like, shit talking professionally.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that is I actually hate like when I watch a sport, like the players that talk the most shit, I actually don't like them though. Pat Bev. I actually like don't like Pat Bev. Like I don't know him, but I like seeing him not do well. I'm not even like on the hater energy of I pray for him to do well. Like, I don't think about it. But if I hear the Clippers lost, I'm like, I know Pat Bev was on that team. Good. Good. Him and Marquise Morris. Both of them.
Marquise or Markeith?
Marquise.
I don't know the difference.
They're brothers, right?
That's when yeah, Marquise was on the Lakers.
They used to say that they swapped, like, if one wasn't feeling good, like, they would play for each other. They had, like, the exact same tats and everything.
That's tough.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's funny. That's funny.
Swapping for each other.
Dude, I've heard of twins doing crazier.
Really?
Yeah, I heard of some twins.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put no names on nobody, but popular twins, and what they used to do was when one of them would get a girl, that meant both of them got a girl. Because it would be like, hey, yo, you trying to do seconds? And instead it would be like the brother tagging in. You know, like, one guess.
What?
Yeah, or it would be like, oh, he had the girl in the room, left, the other one came in acting like he was the other one. And they hang out. And then I was like, damn, that's crazy. I couldn't do that. Yeah.
You couldn't do that?
No.
I respect that.
If I had a twin?
So you're saying they like swapped in? Like they swapped out?
Yeah, like
with shorties?
Tag in, like you up
without like so one twin would like be outside.
One twin would go
and one twin would be inside.
Yeah.
And then the twin that was inside would leave and act like he was about to go do something and then tag the other twin in, and then he would come in and be like, yeah, my fault. I went to the bathroom mad quick. And then just go back to work.
Well, I don't know the specifics of it, but that's what I was told that what happened.
Damn.
I said, that's foul. That's crazy. Nah, it's actually two of us. Like, that's wild. But, fuck, what were we talking about?
What's the two of us? You said it's two of us. I'm not affiliated with this.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't fuck anybody. I'm dead. I didn't fuck anybody.
I did. Oh my god, this nigga. I was just saying. I don't even know what I was saying. But how did we get on the conversation of twins? Oh, Marquise and Mark. Yeah, bro. I really don't. I don't want the Clippers to do well. They talk way too much shit. They fuck too much with Luka Doncic. Coming
the
down
Clippers?
Yeah.
Oh, I respect it. Luka's a bucket.
Luka's gonna be the greatest.
Luka's a bucket. I can't wait to see him next year.
Luka's gonna be the greatest, bro. That nigga's King Arthur on this court. I'm telling you, bro. He's coming. He does everything. He's a playmaker. He is a bucket. He's a huge guard. He's white.
Facts.
He's Spanish.
Yeah. Spanish, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. He got two accents in his name, bro.
Yeah.
Like just to mess with you.
What the fuck? You know he's about it. He's gonna be on it, bro. What? This year, average 28.8 points.
9 and 8.8.
8.8 assists.
Balling.
Damn. His field goal from the 3, 31.6.
No, that's ass. That's ass. 31.6 below average.
It is.
What?
Yeah,
really?
But he's like that. He's like
35, 36.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how many corner threes he's taking though.
None. Corner threes is when you get set up.
Yeah.
You don't be dribbling into the corner.
I know, that's what I'm saying though, is that like, that's probably why the league average is so high, because you have people that like, PJ Tucker that's just waiting in the corner, not even moving, and then, got him! That's 3, in most have. And then you got some people like George Paul, who hit the side of the backboard, and you're like, damn, what happened there? You saw that?
No.
He hit the side of the backboard when they were playing the Nuggets, bro.
Word.
Like,
I did see that. And I wasn't upset, but I was like, come on, Paul George. They call him George Paul. Come on, Paul George.
George Paul. Wait, so the average is 35.9%? Respect. I can't say anything to that. What was Steve Kerr's average then? Because I know that he had some crazy average. And didn't Steph have some crazy average too? Because Steve Kerr, I thought, had the record. 45.4%. Every other one was in.
Smacking.
Yo, bro, that man is crazy. And Steph was .435. Damn. Steph Curry do what he wanted on the court, yo.
That's tough.
And he was taking more probably, you know what I mean, than Steve Kerr was. Steph's probably putting up.
Oh yeah, volume.
For
sure.
A lot more. Whoa, that's wild. 3-pointers per game. He hit 3.6. That's his total career record.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr is 1.8.
Literally doubled.
Damn. And off by like that 1 percentage. Yo, Steph is GOAT when it comes to shooting the 3 ball. I don't think anyone's matching that man. And the fact that he had to do getting like assists too. That Warriors team, if they had just won, would have been the greatest team ever assembled.
OD.
You can't even.
Absolutely. You
can't. But the fact that they didn't. The fact that they didn't plagues me. It hurts my soul, and I'm not even a Warriors fan like that.
You were back then.
I was not.
All right, Barry.
You say you like to watch a team play because they're, great play, and that automatically makes you a fan, I guess.
Barry, I never jacked the team though.
I never jacked the team. I said this is once in a lifetime thing. Watching these Warriors play, yo. When they were like doing their thing before Kevin Durant, that was something to watch. Give and goes. You had them setting 6 screens for Curry. I didn't know you could set 6 repetitive. Like, niggas were getting hit. Like, you had to switches. You had to have.
They said 6 screens. Nah, but it's funny because like Curry would dead just weave around them shits.
Bro, he would use 1 screen as 5. He just kept on. He's like, "You gonna get me? I got you." I was like, "What the hell?" Oh, he's to the corner. Up corner. 3. Curry.
Yep.
Like
Splash
every time. No regard. And then you knew when he was coming down the straight, like, time's running out. Guard Curry. Like, I don't know why people let him step over mid-court without having a body on him. Just get a body on him. I don't know. That man's different. Super pigs in Texas.
No, that's tough. And it really is like tough watching Steph play. Like, it really is.
It's a pleasure.
And it's like that's one of the things that I hate and love is like the fact that like after like when I'm talking about like the history of basketball, like moving forward, like what is the future of basketball? Like, will it forever be like this? Like, what happens in like 300 years? Like, are niggas still gonna like be playing on hardwood? Like playing basketball, and is it like how advanced or how athletic will we be then? Like, what will basketball even look like in 300 years? Like, they gonna have to like extend the court. It's gonna be niggas pulling from 45 feet, talking about 8 points. Like that's mad. Like I don't even know, but that's like mad interesting to me.
It's gonna be a game of just lobs. You're just gonna have people lobbing who could jump highest, and they just drop it above the rim.
What happens if we could choose like our genetics, right? Say in like 15 years, you can choose like your kid's gonna be like 6'5", have blue eyes, type of hair and all that shit.
Okay.
You think sports are gonna be like, they gotta prove that you weren't one of those like GMO babies?
I don't know, because then you're if
you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be all natural.
Because that's interesting. Or they have their own league. If a lot of people are doing that, then they should have their own league.
But then who's gonna watch the regular league?
Who's gonna watch the regular league if they're so fantastic?
Bro, that's like WNBA and NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But to some degree, sometimes it's just not even the real game. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
You're gonna have those mixes between someone who's not natural, someone who's natural be as good as the person who's not natural. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Like, there's gonna be like some people that are not natural that don't go to have the super genetics.
Oh,
like,
it would
only be.
It would have to be thresholds.
Average.
It would have to be thresholds. Like there's a threshold, and it's like, yo, you have to find like a skill level to like basically just divide people between.
Yeah, because you can't really divide them by anything else but the skill. Because, dude, there's gonna come to a point where we're gonna be able to make people. You know what I mean? And we're gonna come to a point where it's like, do we consider them people? Do they have the same?
And
rights?
that's what's
scary.
interesting to me is the consciousness.
Though.
Like, because some people are gonna want to be like cloned. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, if you clone yourself, do you look at that as like yourself now, or is it like a slave, like that just does that like looks like you. You feel me? And like also at the end of the day, like when you kill, like if you kill your clone, do you feel like empathy? Like what if, cause like if your clone killed you, would you feel like the same way? Like you think your clone would feel the same way? Like cause like let's say you have 3 clones, right? You have 3 clones, and it's 3 of you, and you're like, okay, 2 of us, like not 2 of us get to live, or not even 2 of us get to live. It's like you have 3 clones, and if somebody's gonna do something bad. Like, technically it's 3 people that are the same person, right? Let's say it's 3 people that are the same person. You can't, like if they were to all go out and just live life, do you think that would be an issue? Like, if there were 3 people, they all look the same, right? Nah, I'm switching. I'm
like
switching.
Triplets. What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so what you mean?
But I'm saying, like, with cloning, like, you have a clone. All right, I'm talking about in terms of, like, being productive. Like let's say you cloned yourself to 3 people, so you could go out and be productive, and then come back. And, like, one of your clones comes back, because you all have different days. You all go out and do different shit. So it's like, when you come back, you are now different people. And, like, let's say one of you wants to kill both of you. Hypothetically.
Okay.
Like, who would, like, there's no discernment. Like, if, like, let's say that's how you lived your life. Like, what happened to Monday? But, like, on a different, on like, reverse scale. Like, you know how, like, one of them would go out or whatever. I don't remember the movie fully, but.
They're all living their lives, you know what I mean, being the same person, but experiencing the same things or having different takes on everything. Yeah.
No. Well, I don't know. What I'm saying is that it's 3 clones. You have 3 clones.
Yeah.
You are the same person. Okay. Right? Let's say you're the same person.
So, like, same experiences and everything, right?
Up to a certain point.
Yeah,
up to a certain point. Until you get cloned.
Yeah, up until when you got cloned.
And then after you get cloned and you go out and, like, live life, your experiences shape, like, how you're thinking after that. You feel me? Like, you may have ideals. Like that person may have ideals. Like, that eventually happens. But, like, then the 3 clones go out. One clone gets in a shooting. Like gets shot in the shoulder due to gang violence. Another clone gets picked up by some rich white lady because she thinks he's attractive. And the 3rd clone is a fuck up. Like, nobody likes the 3rd clone. Like, damn. The 3rd clone just is evil personified, right? Because, like, that's not evil personified, but, like, just had a bad day and came back and it's like, yo, like, I just had a shitty day. Like, you know, you stubbed your toe mad times and people have been yelling at you saying, you ugly piece of shit. And then you all come back to the house. Like, one you got shot, one person got picked up, had a lavish ass trip, and another person just had a real fucked up ass day. And the one that had the fucked up ass day kills both of them. And he's like, I'm gonna live all these lives. Like, who's to say that didn't happen? Like, you could literally, cause that's what I'm saying. Like, you went out and did mad shit, right? And then you come back. If that person kills both of y'all, then you could just, like, take that person. Like, you basically just became those 3 people.
Nah, but there's gonna be a difference between each person, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference, and that's where the difference is in what each person went out and did.
Yeah.
Like, each person went out and did different things, like, and they came back differently. Like the person that killed the other 2 probably should have just asked, like, yo, what did y'all do today? Like, what did y'all, like, because it's, what's interesting is, like, when you go out and then you come back, you would just talk about what happened, and probably, like, the goal would be to just reconvene and figure out the goals moving forward. Like, okay, this is what I learned when I went out, this is what I learned when I went out, this is what I learned when I went out. Because obviously you cloned yourself for a reason. But if one of them got mad and was like, yo, I had a terrible time when I went out. Fuck y'all, like, for making me go out into this world, like, this is terrible, and just, like, kill both of them instead of talking about, like, what happened and figuring shit out, then that person could then just basically, like, be like, yeah, well, I'm now this person. Like, those other 2 people, whether they existed or not, those two lives that happened, like, you basically just erased it. You feel me? Like, you can just act, you're now that person. Like, you came back, had a bad experience, and then you're that person. And that's, like, questions with cloning. Like, I don't know, like, but really that's yourself. Like, you really, like, went out and then came back and, like, you killed yourself because at the end of the day, like, there were goals that were made when, like, you cloned yourself, most likely. Like, because you wouldn't just clone yourself for no reason. Like, why would you, like, why would anybody clone themselves other than to, like, get shit done specifically?
Maybe they want to kill themselves.
Over and over again?
Yeah.
Could you clone a clone?
Yeah.
Damn. So then,
what does the clone know though?
So then, why would you
keep passing on
clone?
the
Like,
same
you wouldn't
knowledge.
need. Like, I feel like to kill yourself, like you would just need an exact like replica. Like you wouldn't like to kill yourself. You just need something that looked like you, that was like a replica and like didn't have a consciousness, not had consciousness, or like just like a gelatin, not a gelatin, but like a fake human, like
That wouldn't be killing yourself.
like an organic human, like a fresh grown human without a consciousness
That wouldn't be
that
killing
looked just
yourself,
like
though.
you.
Or when you mean killing yourself, you mean killing the clone or killing yourself?
Killing the clone.
So you're killing the clone, you're not killing yourself.
But
Yeah.
I think that if you're killing the clone that's of you, you're kind of killing yourself. You
No,
feel
you're
me?
just being a pussy. Then kill yourself.
Alright.
Do it properly. What do you mean?
Yeah, but like some people like are just scared of the death. You feel me?
Word.
But
But
I was
they're
just
not-
answering
they're
the
never
question: Do
facing
you
death.
think that people would clone it just to kill him? Yeah, I think that.
Well, no, I think. Well, like, I don't know. I feel like if you killed yourself and you could kill yourself and then be cloned. Like, you could be like, yo, take my organic tissue and like I want to come back, but like as a clone.
Yeah, but that wouldn't matter. Your consciousness isn't there. Like.
Yeah.
You.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. Yes, it would be. Like if you killed yourself and then you were like, yo, bring me back.
It's not
like,
brought back though. Like I'm not. My consciousness isn't being brought back. I just got another motherfucker that's like me. Feel me?
Fair enough, but I guess it wouldn't be you, because like that's the same
not
thing
me,
like
yeah.
with the clones. But that's also like with the clones, like right at the end of the day, like in the 3 clone scenario, like if you killed your clone, like that isn't you either. But like because you went out and had experiences and like came back with, I guess, differences, that's like I think that's what like makes a person a person. Like you can have let's say there's a base consciousness, right, and then you go out. And like from that base consciousness, you go out and you experience things which give you signals, and like you're conscious about what's going on. You're like, okay, I saw this. This is how I feel about it. This is what I learned from it. And however many events happen in that time period, it's like, okay, you're gonna at the end of the day, whether you reflect on it or not, that happened to you. You saw it, and subconsciously you're thinking about it, whether you're like denying anything or not. Like you're seeing what's going on. So if you're cloned, like that's why I'm thinking of like in Naruto, like shadow clone jutsu. Like the clones would go out, and like how Naruto would get that information is like when the clone disappeared.
Yeah, that's
there's
just
nothing
different.
like that.
That it should be.
For like that's dope. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I want like that. That's dope.
That's what I was thinking about this whole time. Like Shadow Clone Jutsu is one of Naruto's only 2 jutsu that he can use, and it's like so OP.
Yeah,
like,
it's OD.
It's OD.
It's OD.
Yo,
And I fuck with it.
You got spies. Yo, he
Yeah.
can send his clone miles away. Does not matter as long as they don't get hit. They're fine.
Word.
Whenever they get hit,
Word.
they
And then
just go back
he
to
gets
him.
information. He's
He
like,
gets
oh, there's
information.
somebody over there. They
go,
killed my clone.
Oh, I know everything. I know
Yeah.
what they look like. I know their ability. I know who they are. Shit, I put a bug on them.
Word.
He can have a whole clone just living out his years. Doesn't
OD.
matter. OD.
And then get the info. And then he
Just
used
get the
that to
information.
train. He used that to train. You feel me?
He used it to train, bro.
That's when he
was bringing
got
up,
when
like-
he was getting Rasen Shuriken.
Yeah,
I
bro.
think.
He did like 4 years worth of training in like 2 weeks.
OD.
Just because he made like 1,000 clones. Be like,
Yep.
all right, we're all gonna try this,
Yep.
and we're all gonna fuck up 1,000 times, and then I'm gonna do it 1,000 more times,
Yep.
and we're just gonna get it right. And every time that I get all that information, then I'm gonna make more clones that now have that information. We are
Word.
going to exponentially
Yeah.
make this shit faster. We're
Absolutely.
gonna go.
And that's the point. Like,
Yeah.
yo, like you want things to just that's just life, bro. Like if you can make things easier, like why not?
Yeah.
Like and like on yourself, like why not? Like with Naruto, like yo, he was literally like, yo, I have to do this train that's supposed to take 6 months. Nah. Like I got this one jutsu that's gonna cut this down to like 2 weeks. Shadow jutsu, and just trained for 2 weeks. His clone got too tired to live, and
Yo, fast.
poof, and then he got all the training that clone got, bro. Tough, very tough, masterful, if I must say so myself.
Work smarter, not harder. That's rule
Yeah.
number 3.
Yep.
Rule number 3: work smarter, not harder, bro.
Yeah, man.
That shit's too funny though. Oh, you brought it up. What does a super pig look like? Oh yeah, bro. These shits are different. They're not ordinary pigs.
These are no ordinary pigs.
No, they're mutants.
A series of unprovoked wild pig attacks horrifies her. The woman and her dog are chased and terrorized on a
Wild pig,
desolate
dog.
while around
Yo, cause you getting mauled by a pig. Like they just swine, like making that annoying ass sound while it's beating you up. It's like him bacon eating
But out
ass.
of nowhere, a boar comes hurtling toward her.
A boar?
She, like the others, is lucky to escape serious injury.
These are potentially killer hogs.
The team knows full well these are no ordinary pigs. They're highly intelligent hybrids that are constantly physically evolving and adapting to their environment. Domestic swine have crossbred with pigs that were foraging in the wild. Then sport hunters released the more aggressive European wild boar, leading to yet more interbreeding.
Damn.
As a result,
Yeah.
today's mutants have unpredictable.
You know what they got though? I know
What?
that they got in Texas is you can go up into a helicopter.
Mhm.
You can just spray down on hordes of wild pigs with a gun or whatever gun you bring up.
Where? California?
Texas.
In Texas? You can get on it like on a helicopter with a
helicopter.
gun.
And they and you gotta shoot and you're just aiming for these packs of fucking pigs that you're just seeing.
Seems too easy, bro.
It is way too easy.
Like, why would you do that?
Well, because you gotta think they take up like so much food from a farmer. Like if you're out there, let's say you get lucky enough and get like 90% of the crop you were expecting. Like swine take out like 5 to 10% of that shit, just eating it. Like you gotta take them out, and you just got people that are like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll get on a helicopter. I'll fucking light pigs up. Not even to get like they don't even like.
Nah, that's dead ass
keep
America.
the pigs.
It is
They'll
mad
keep
funny,
pigs.
and they have so much fun doing it.
Oh,
So much fun doing it.
that's a whole day. Like that's a day.
Like and it's interesting.
I'm not gonna lie though, you feeling like Rambo on a helicopter, bro. And that'd be kind of tough. That'd be low key tough. Low-key.
Ham havoc.
Ham.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Damage the crops when they eat or destroy field crops.
So the goal is to kill the pigs because they just they mess up the crops.
And they also just like
What are they growing out there?
The crops?
Yeah,
crops.
is it like important?
Sugarcane, corn,
wheat.
Is that important?
oats, rice, peanuts.
Yeah, is that important?
A lot of things are made up of a lot of those items, yeah.
Alright, get the pigs. Yeah, I respect the people that kill the pigs, man. Got to keep the product clean, right?
I guess. Damn. Oh yeah, there's a whole hurricane coming too.
All right.
Tropical.
They have to use Greek Greek
Yeah.
the Greek
There's been
numbers.
so many this year.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
They went through the whole alphabet,
I didn't know that.
or whatever they were allowed to go through. I don't know
Yeah.
how it works.
I think it's the alphabet. They go through
Where is this? In Texas again?
the tropical storms.
Yeah. So they getting hit by hogs and tropical storms. Texas getting everything.
Word.
Wow. Damn. I don't know what that red means, but that red looks
That's
dangerous.
like the eye of it.
Oh, okay. Bro, how crazy is it that we're kind of bitches when it comes to like all this natural shit? Like, if an earthquake hit right now, I couldn't do anything. Like,
Honestly, like, I wouldn't even be like upset, bro. Like the world is just a hilarious place. It's
Yeah.
very funny.
it's very funny.
So I just laugh. Like if it happens, like you can't control it. You can't control that.
No, so you can't worry about it either. There's so many people that worry about it,
Mhm.
and it kind of doesn't make any sense. Like I get why, because it's like scary that like there are all these possibilities, but also at the same time, if you're gonna enjoy life for what it is,
Mhm.
you cannot be like restricted by. You can't be intimidated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's understandable to be fearsome, you know, and to fear something.
Mhm.
It's understandable. Everyone's scared of something.
Word.
But to be intimidated, which is to let fear dictate action,
Yeah.
I think that people can't let that happen.
You can't. It's at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is like, yo, this is what I think. Like, if you're doing your best to look out and like pay attention and be observative, nothing can really happen to you that's not supposed to happen to you.
Yeah. If
You
you're
feel
on
me?
your
Like,
shit,
yeah, like if an earthquake happens and your house falls on you and you die, like, okay, that wrong place, wrong time, bad situation. But you can't blame anybody. You can't. That's nature, yo. That happened. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you think about, bro, like if you're out and you're walking in like a piano, you notice a piano falling, just move out the way. You're paying attention. You're observing your surroundings. Okay, because stupid things like that do happen. People make mistakes, right?
People make mistakes.
And at the end of the day, if you're paying attention, other people's mistakes won't affect you.
Hopefully.
And if it does affect you in a way that you can't control, then that's like you just have to adapt to the situation.
That's why driving is kind of scary, right? Because that's like the most clear example of, damn, I'm kind of not only do I have a lot of lives in my hands, but like my life is in a lot of people's hands right now. Like we gotta all make sure we're doing the same shit right. Like don't be using brakes like gas. We all know what the gas is, right?
Word.
Because that's scary, bro. Like to think about it. I understand why people are scared of going on like the highway.
Yeah.
Cars going 60, 70, 80. You know some of those niggas are looking at their phones.
Yeah, bro. And I mean, it's really, you just gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta be comfortable and know what you're doing. You know?
And that's what, like, at the end of the day, like, it's repetition. It's all repetition. Like, cause I hit the highway like with purpose. Like, I won't stay in the left lane if I'm trying to move fast.
Yeah.
If the left lane is congested and I see a route to go around a few cars, or in the middle lane I notice you're moving quicker than this car on the left, so I'm gonna get behind this car and then I'm gonna get back. Like, I really just move around when I drive. And out, it's like repetition. And I feel you, like, it is annoying because it's like, yo, you do have a lot of people's lives in your hand, but like at a certain point it's just not an issue.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I've done this right. like and that's when, like, and I'm not saying you're being less observant, but you're able to observe more because all these like little nuances of okay, like when I get over, this is the lane I'm gonna take. You've done that 1,000 times.
It's checked off.
So it's like, yo, all right, I'm gonna go through this lane. Bet, all right, I'm going through the lane, and you can look like, oh, there's an op over there. You as you're moving through the lane, now you're slowing down a little bit because you've seen the op, but you wouldn't have noticed that if you was, just starting to drive. You couldn't think and observe shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's facts. For me, when I drive, it's get ahead. Like, I hate when cars pass me. Like, that's stupid. I don't like if a car is passing me, that means I did something wrong because I should have been in the position to move the most ahead at all times. Like, that's just how I think. I'm like, I'm trying to beat my GPS.
Word. But also, like,
that's just
I
like,
feel that.
I
feel that. But, like, also, if like, I don't really look at it as like a race. Like, I used to really look at it as like when I was driving, I looked at it as like armies of people.
Armies?
Like, yeah, like people going this way to like go to war in cars. Like, as if we were going to war, like if it was a war and there was like mad cars. And I was like, yeah, go on ahead. I'll be right there. You feel me? Like, because you would see mad cars passing you. But also, I don't really look at it like if it was a race. Like, I really look at life as a race that can't be completed.
It's a marathon.
But it's not even a marathon. Like the end keeps moving. Oh,
yeah.
Like, there is no, because what is the end? There's always a future. You feel me? So, like, I don't look at it as a race. Like, if I notice somebody, like, that notices, like, in terms of how I view myself, they look like they're ahead of me. I evaluate how I view myself. I evaluate where I think they're at, and I think, like, that's tough. Like, I hope to get there one day or maybe pass it. But, like, also, I don't look at, like, I know that they're also, like, that person that, like, that I'll be looking at, like, oh, I like what they have. That's tough. I want that. I really look at it as like, yo, if I hope to achieve the things in my life that bring me the same success and joy that I see, because it's really like on Instagram, like it's not a lot of celebrations. You feel me? Like it's more so like, well, there is a lot of celebrations, but like you really see more so the celebration picture on like Instagram. So I'm really like talking about like the psychology that I see in like Instagram psychology. Like, you see somebody doing really good and you're like, oh, that's amazing. Like, I wanna feel like that, like what that picture feels like, you know, happiness, success, you know, you just whatever, got a new job, you just turned 23, whatever. And it's like, I think like people try to recreate that feeling in their own way, like by doing what they do and like being successful at what they're successful at, and then getting to like that feeling, because that feeling is different than like the picture. Like Drake taking a picture with Snoop Dogg after they just recorded a picture, and you and me taking a picture for the podcast is really the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's like more people watch Drake and Snoop Dogg than they do me and you. But it's really like the same thing. So like, it's just interesting because it's like, yo, watching people move and then be jealous of somebody that they think is ahead of them, when at the end of the day, if you're living right, you will see success.
You'll get there.
You will get there, and if you're living wrong, then you'll have different feelings. Like your feelings will reflect something else or something less positive. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't be excited about like what really brings people joy, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what do people really want? Because like at the end of the day, like, people want money. Okay, let's say you have all the money that you need in the world. Then what? Oh, I want, because it's like, and then that comes to power. Like, people want money to have power, because now you have money, you have the power to do anything. But it's like, okay, now you have the power to do anything. Now what?
Now you do anything that you want to do.
And what is that? Like, what is that? Like, a lot of people don't even know what that is. They just want to get the money and the ability to do the ability to do anything that they want before they even think about what they really want to do.
Yeah, but also a lot of people that find themselves to be wealthy and to have money, I feel like, get it through exploiting the things that they're passionate about and doing the things that they want to do for a living. And that's why they end up doing it so well. I think that it's kind of rare, or not often, you're going to find someone in extreme wealth where they don't have to worry about, you know what I mean, where that they're at that situation where it's like, all right, money's in the fucking bag, you know, bag secured, that aren't happy and passionate about what it is that they're actually doing. You see me? Yeah. So I don't. That's how I look at it, in terms of people being happy and like money bringing happiness. But I think that money just alleviates so much stress. In the absence of stress is happiness. You know what I mean? I agree.
Like, it's interesting to me because it's like, money gives you the ability to do anything.
Yeah. Like,
and that's like in this world, like, if there was like that's like the currency of everything. Like if you want to do anything, you need money. You need to have money. And it's not even like okay, if you're great at something, then you can, you know, work your way up. If you were great at something and had mad money, then the impact of whatever you do is way bigger.
Yeah, way bigger.
Just period. Like, it's the magnitude. Like, if you're a great rapper or you're a great painter, and you are a poor Italian, like, female painter, but you're amazing. But every time people come by your shit, they're like, oh, that's an amazing painting. But like, it's not, you know, a lot of people are not really coming by saying your shit is tough. Or you're a Wall Street billionaire, and who does painting like on the side, but you're amazing at it. You're able to like show your paintings, not even use your money to promote your shit. You're able to show your paintings to like your friends who are also billionaires. They're like, yeah, man, like my daughter liked that. I'll buy it for $20,000. But if that same painter was getting those paintings from that little girl in Italy, then he could literally sell those paintings for $20,000 and be like, yeah, like, that's an amazing job you did there. Yeah, I'll give you $20,000 for it. And it's like mad interesting because it's like it's all based on, you know, who you know and their level or their status.
It's all about who you know, bro. Yep. Like, the who you know is the first step. Like, networking is so important in that regard, because if you know someone, just many hands make light work. That's just a fact. Word. And when you first enter into any situation, it is best to have an OG, to have a big brother, someone who's had experience, who can be like, hey, yo, watch out for these pitfalls.
And that's like, a fact. And it's like, yo, because with my rapping, like, I got connected with Advisite, which is like their marketing company, who they have like I guess 2 billion listeners or 2 billion. They have a network of 2 billion people. I don't know, you know, the demographics specifically, but they work with various clients. like high profile clients. I don't have the list of clients, but like I paid them like I think it was something like $400 to promote my music because I was trying to get into the music space. You feel me? With you've heard my music, obviously. We featured it on the last episode, 2 episodes ago. I don't remember, but anyway, what I'm saying is. I started working with AdviceSite and I paid them $400, and I just hate because like people tell you what they're gonna do and then they don't do it. You feel me? Like I think that might be my biggest pet peeve. So at the end of the day, like I told them, okay, I'm gonna pay $400. What am I getting for this? Like what is my return? What is the return on my investment? Like what am I paying for? They said, oh, all right, the amount of streams that you receive will give you more money back than you paid, and then along with that, I would get a good amount of listeners. Hopefully people to look at my Instagram pages on my Spotify account, Apple Music or whatever, and it would bring a lot of traffic. It would create noise. Hopefully, like a tree falls in the forest doesn't make a sound. If enough people are around, it does. You feel me? But
yeah.
You don't have to be at the tree, but
So
if
like,
enough people, it makes noise. I wanted to make a noise. You feel me? That could potentially send ripples. And I'm like, I bet. So I'm gonna throw my $400 in with this company, bro. Ask me how much money I got back.
How much money? You got?
$0. I've gotten $0 back from the stream. Now they did give me a good amount of streams. I'm not gonna lie on them. They got me a good amount of streams. I don't know. It wasn't what I paid them, what they said that they were going to give me, but it was still a decent amount because I don't discredit other people's work. They did do work.
They worked. Yeah.
They did do work, but like they didn't. I hate when people don't come through on the shit that they said that they were going to do. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what the selling aspect of it is, though. You feel like also at the same time, that's what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely, and that's what people. That's what literally everything is built on, which pisses me off. It's like, yo, like you paid for it. Like this is what we said we're gonna do, but like once you pay for it, really, because you can't get a refund on a service like that. I can't be like, yeah, no, take my listeners back. I want my money back. Yeah. Like you can't unlisten to songs. So it's dumb. It's shit like that. Like yo, like if you tell me that's why I'm very specific when I look for people to work with. Yeah. So when I found this company, I was like, yo, like I was impressed with what they had done in the past. I was impressed with their clientele. But to me, so much shit seems fake now. Because it's like, yo, you say you got these clients, you say you work with these people, and it's like, yo, when you work with me, you're saying, yo, you're high profile, I work with, Cardi B, and not Cardi B, but it's like, yo, think about you go to a sports agency, or actually think about a rap label, right? And a label is like, yeah, we have people like, damn.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah, no, I know.
You ain't clothing right now, bro.
No, I have a bunch of pairs of these socks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So let's say a label.
Socks, so.
Let's say the label is like, yo, yeah, we want to sign you, 2-year deal, whatever option for the third. And they want to sign you. Yeah, we have Chance the Rapper on our label, DaBaby, yada yada yada. They're talking. Whatever, bro.
Sorry,
it's fucking hypothetical
for the people. I got you, Chance.
And shout out to Chance, who's not signed, extremely independent. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get signed to a label and they're trying to appeal to you because they've done. You look at all the artists that they've made successful. And you sign to them and they don't do shit for you. Yeah. Because you just signed and they're like, yo, give us some music, bitch. And that's it. Like they don't have to do anything like once you sign the contract. So like that's really what it is. What a lot of situations are that I see like with contracts and signing things, bro. Stupid. Because like you bind yourself to like I guess a deal or a contract, and like you have to like at that point now you have to give them music. You feel me? Yeah. And it's like you're thinking you're gonna get treatment like you're Chance the Rapper, like they're gonna connect you with mad people, and they're like, nah, you didn't read the contract. All we doing is giving you some money. You need to do it yourself. Yeah. And they're not. And like but if you were as big as Chance the Rapper was, and you went in to get signed to a label, they would treat you like Chance the Rapper. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, real talk. I think that it's a harder route to go, but in what we got going on with social media, for anyone that's like trying to find themselves, be big and like sell something, whether that's like art, like you selling art, you selling a track, you're selling music, you're selling production and beats. I think it can be done on your own. Like just working really hard, like not like giving out any ownership of like your own craft out. I think that there's like enough examples of if people wanted to, they can study that, they can find that, they can see
and that's the point.
And they could be like, this is how this person did it. These are the steps that they took. I think that,
and it also makes like a maze too. Like when more people are involved, like you kind of have to derive things from different areas, and it's like whatever you're into, whatever you like is what you pull from, and you understand the most, because that resonates the most with you. You feel me? Because like that's me. Like on a large scale, bro. I just pull from shit I resonate with. Shit I like, bro. I just pull from it. I'm like, oh, that makes sense with what's going on right now. And I'm like, oh, I can learn something from this.
Yeah.
And I really do. Like in that moment, I just see like, or it really just reminds me. It could remind me of a situation that I was in. And it's like that moment that should have been learned that I missed in that situation that I'm reminded of. It's like, oh, that's what I missed.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Tough.
Yeah, that's why you got to take in a lot. Like, I think that it's really good to take things in creatively, and knowing what the filter is.
Word.
Like, and knowing what the limit is as well. Because, you know, I'll be watching, like, DC, right? Like, I've been recently getting, like, addicted to, like, the DC movies. I've been telling these guys, like, I love it so much. Like, the Batman, Justice League, and whatnot. There comes a point where I'm like, I just gotta stop watching this because I can't even get any, like, creative like function out of this. Like now I'm just like watching this thing and like,
and it's like and like bro, that's what I'm saying. Like with watching things, like bro, it's like yo, there are two ways you can watch something. Or I think, or in my head, like there are two major ways to watch something. Like you watch something to be entertained, or you watch something like analytically. Like what are you trying to like learn? Like what can you? And that's for me. I watch things analytically because I don't like to just watch things for entertainment. And I have nothing against that because I do want to be entertained. But like at the end of the day, I want to see what the meaning is behind this movie.
I want there to be a meaning. I want there to be some thought that I can maybe come down to. Like this person acted this way, and it could have been meant for this symbolically throughout the whole film. Yeah. And
that changes. Like you see somebody that you're like, oh, this is what they symbolize, this is who they are. And that changes throughout the film. Through the actions that they do in the film. It's like, oh, they did that. Oh, that's crazy. Like, and then you could really give a symbol, like, I mean, put symbolism on that act that they did. Like that you may have came in and like, yo, I hate this character. And then they do something that you like. And then you could like relate that to like, oh, well, I really didn't like them because in the beginning they just look mad mean, and now you really see like, oh, this person is mad nice. Like at the end of the day, but it's really just the people that she's nice to. Yeah. It's like how she acts, or at the end of the day. So it's like,
hey, this is my movie theory. My movie theory is that, and like show theory, is that although like movies and shows are like obviously fake, like there are these situations that would never come. I think a lot of it though is like pretty spot on in terms of like people. Like the modern day people, I'm like, on one hand, obviously it shows. You're like, people wouldn't be that stupid, but also at the same time, like that comes from someone having an idea of, yeah, a person would do that. Like it's possible that like when you see people,
and that's real, like
shows, you're like, and that's damn, someone would do that type of shit. Like shows like a character, there are characters like resemble,
and that's
real
the point
in real life.
I think that's the point, is really to show like, yo, because that's for me. Like I really look at things that have been done, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, not that I don't want to do that, but I can draw things from that experience and like make it in my own way instead of copying what happened. So like. With that, like I just see, it's like seeing what you want to see. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's different. It's different. It's like, yeah, it's like seeing what you want to see.
I definitely think that you're gonna see what you want to see regardless.
Word.
Like that's
OD.
That's
I know that.
Shit.
I know
you know
that.
What you mean? Like
that's the point. And it's like. Nah, okay, so this is what I was trying to say, because, like, I kind of lost myself. Deriving from, like, other things, like, you can see the different things that, like, people would do that's fucked up, and then you see the mistake that's made, like, why it's fucked up. You feel me? I think that's the point. And if you can't see the mistake, and if you can't see the good and the bad in the situation, then you're just observing. Like, because you need to, I think you need to be able to identify, like, the good, like, so for Flashpoint is what I'm thinking in my head is like, you think like Flash and Anti-Flash are like the good and evil. You feel me? But it's like, okay, they're the extremes in the story, but in between there are different exchanges of good and evil, and how those play out.
Yeah.
But it's like you need to identify the extremes, like who is good and who is evil,
And the different points.
And then from there,
No one is
you just
both.
and nobody is both.
No one is whole either. Like no one is like all good and no one's all bad. Like
exactly.
Anyone that's all good, they got a little bit of bad in them. To do good things, they're gonna do bad.
Because you have to know what bad is to do good. Just like it's the same, bro. That's basic concept. You feel me?
Yeah,
like if you don't know what if you don't know what darkness is, you can't know what light is. If you don't know what light is, you don't know what darkness is. It's just one analogous thing. You feel me? Like it's just one thing that's there.
If you all light, you probably gonna be as bad as if you were all bad for real.
Because technically, if you're all light, then you are a threat to darkness.
Yeah.
And you can't destroy all darkness because then it's just all light and then there is no darkness. But then you're just one thing. If you're just one thing, it doesn't work like that. Like nothing works like that. If you're just one thing, like it's kind of like
rocks are one thing.
Yeah. But they're one thing in a big system. Like normally rocks, like where did the rock come from?
Where do rocks come from?
It all came from one thing.
What?
The universe. Like the beginning of the universe. If you want to get real theoretical, like it came from the creation of the universe.
Alright, then we all came from the creation of the universe. So we all just one thing?
Yeah.
Alright.
But it's like, it's not just, I mean, technically you could say that. Yeah. It's basically, we are all just one thing that expanded and is continually expanding. That's what I'm saying. The end is like, bro, there is no end. Like it's just, it's expanding.
There is an end. There is an end to this all. Like,
okay,
the end happens when one of like two things happen. The first thing is we extend too far out, and gravity, because right now like all the planets
are slowly
slowing down, right? Like
they're
all the Big Bang comes from our belief because like the universe is always like everything's moving away from each other, but that's slowing down because gravity, everything's pulling each other in like all simultaneously. Like that's so, but there's a point with gravity of no return.
So you're saying that
well, not no return.
There's a point of
there's local systems.
It's going to be too weak.
Do you know?
It's still there, but it's no return. It's like you're moving faster than the pull will ever be able to stop you. Like,
do you know?
Also, with the Big Bang, you don't know if it's a continuous cycle. You don't know if this is the first go.
Well, that's the thing is that there.
Do you know about the antimatter between local groups in the universe that are like don't allow you to travel between them? Like you have a local group in the universe. So it's like really broken up into like different pockets of the universe. And in between the pockets is like, you watch One Piece?
A little bit.
Do you know what the calm belt is?
No.
Okay. It's kind of like just an area of nothing. It's literally just nothingness. And if you try to go outside of your local group in any spaceship, if you were to move at the speed, I think it's the speed of light, you would not be able to reach the other side because the universe is expanding too fast for you to even cross that distance. So like if we got big enough as a civilization to colonize multiple local groups and we reach the edge of the universe as it's expanding, we can watch it expand. Like that is tough.
That's never gonna happen though.
Why do you think that?
Because
you don't think that we as humans could somehow populate the universe?
No.
Really?
I don't think we'll be able to reach light speed.
Why?
Even
it's just quantum. You have to find out quantum.
You have to go faster than light speed to catch.
Yeah,
even
that's
if
what I'm saying.
Were to go light speed, like it doesn't matter. Like
so what I'm saying, like if that doesn't mean it's not possible. It's right now. It's not possible.
Okay,
I agree with you.
Yes, it's possible.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I gotta hear. That's all I gotta hear.
Ethan, you gotta think about this. To go anywhere of significance, is going to be like it'll be like 30 light years away. 30 light years away. If we managed to be able to go
at the speed of light for 30 years, I understand.
If we were able to do that,
the
other niggas that were left behind though would have been gone by centuries.
It's different. Time moves differently, but we don't know anything about it. We don't know anything about it because nobody's done it. So I don't want to hear shit about it. I don't want to hear shit. All I want to hear is that it's possible. That's all I want to hear. Nobody can say shit about nothing else.
Technically, it's possible.
Okay, so
Yeah, thank you.
By the time,
Thank you.
okay, so
Yeah.
technically, it's not impossible. I'll say
It isn't,
that.
yeah.
Possible, Bear. You're just phrasing it.
Yeah,
different way.
really.
Okay.
It's not
Technically, it's
impossible.
That's it.
No.
Technically,
It's
not
it's not
impossible.
To say
impossible.
impossible is to say it's possible is to say that given the proper circumstances, that we know that this can be done. But we
It's like
don't
you're
know
saying
whether
don't
it
try.
can be done.
It sounds like you're saying
I
don't
just said,
try.
I just said it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
Technically, it's possible,
Word.
Bear.
So
You're
so I'm
just-
gonna
no,
try.
no.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm
not
gonna
the
get people
same
to
thing.
try.
Not the same thing.
Yo, we are moving. We are about to move through quantum like
I don't agree.
light speed.
but technically-
I'm not we, but I'm gonna have like I'm gonna
Bro.
have people like yo, like what do you want to do with your life? Yo, I
Before
want to
we-
know what
okay,
happens
before we get there,
when you
though.
reach light speed. And then those people, I'm
You
gonna
don't think
put in a
there's any
spaceship
shot
that
we
goes
get
light
wiped out
speed.
before that, though?
You know, yeah,
What?
wiped out.
You think
We're
we're
probably gonna get wiped
human
out.
race is gonna
Real
survive
talk.
long enough
We're
to
probably
get
gonna
to
get
that?
wiped out.
Do you think that we're gonna
Yeah,
get
we're gonna get
wiped
wiped
out?
out. I think we are going to experience the wipeout.
I don't.
That would be tough.
I think we
I want
are.
to see what happens
I think
during the wipeout.
No, bro. Here's my mind.
But
bro.
even after the wipeout, like what happens after the wipeout? Like what if the wipeout is like, yo, like giants come.
Maybe.
And it's like they just kill people. But like what if they're cool with like certain humans?
Yeah.
Like what happens after that? Like they want to go to space.
life as we know it isn't the same. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. You can't talk about like the end. People talk about the great end, like what's gonna happen. Like, yo, what if the end is like, yo, somebody comes down and it's like, yo, y'all are valid. Like, y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I don't really care anymore. Like, what if that happened? What if that was the end? Like God came down and was like, yo, I don't really give a fuck about any of y'all anymore. Like do what the fuck you want to do. And then what? There's gonna be people that create factions and are gonna try to run the earth. And then it's going to be from there what? Okay, does the earth destroy itself? Do people die? Like, is magic created?
Could you imagine?
Do we go to do people leave the earth because they want to colonize the universe?
Yeah.
And they go to a
No,
different
I'm not
planet?
even-
You don't think people have plans like that right now? Like, yo, you don't think if the earth was about to explode, Elon Musk has a little Mars base?
No,
Like
Nah.
like not a small like
Nah.
little survival camp
Nah.
for him and his wife.
Nah.
But what are they gonna do?
Not yet, not
What-
yet.
how
But in
about
20
they-
years, in 20
What are
years,
they
it could be a
gonna do
thing.
there, though?
Hey, okay, not now, but in 20 years, that could be a thing. Because in 20 years, I don't think we'll destroy ourselves within 20 years. So if that's the thing, like, yo, people can do that. Like, these are all possibilities. Like, there's mad
I
possibilities.
mean, yeah, you can always play the what if game. All right,
Yeah.
there's two certainties of possibilities that can happen. If we're talking grand scheme of things, it's either the great cooling or the great squeeze. I think it is, right.
I see what you're saying. The universe either expands too wide and
expands-
everything like stops.
Yeah, it expands too far. All the stars burn out. Everything gets too cold, and everything just goes
Goes dark
eventually
again. Yeah.
dark and
Yeah.
completely 0 Kelvin nothingness. Or eventually, all the things stop moving away from each other, start moving back in because gravity starts pulling them back in,
Word.
and in the same amount of time that it took to expand,
It does it again.
compresses.
It's
It does it
basically
again.
big bang.
Constant. It's a big bang all
But I think it
over.
reverses. I think it reverses like because you know like think about poles and polarity like because it's gonna come back in and like cross and then
I don't fucking
and
know.
then
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I don't think
I just know it goes back in.
Okay.
I mean, it's all
Yeah.
theoretical. You
Just
can't.
all
word
theoretical.
but
We
also
don't
like
know.
why are you
We
thinking
will
about the
never
end?
know.
That's the thing like you're thinking about the end like I'm just trying to like set niggas up to colonize the universe. You feel me? Like I really want like yo honestly like if we're about to be humans like
happen.
we're so ignorant.
happen.
I want y'all to realize yo we are so ignorant. And like, yo, like we want to colonize, like we want violence, like we want to go out and just take shit. Like that's what everybody like. I'm really on Earth. Like how I view it is like a big looting like event.
Not yet.
Like everybody is like whether that's
Not
skills,
yet.
yo, like
Not
I
yet.
want that skill. I want that. If people could grab skills and like steal skills, they would do that.
I enjoy the shit though. My girl put me onto it. It was like left over at her apartment one time after she had friends over. I was killing it. I would mix it with cranberry juice, bro.
Word.
Done. I'm killing the bottle.
Which flavor?
It was the green one. Like the green
Green
top
apple?
one. Yeah.
With cranberry?
Whew.
Oh, fire! Grand apple.
Green apple, bro.
respect it.
Elite.
I respect it. That's
Elite.
fine.
And you can kill one. Like, easy. That, and if anyone wants to just kill a bottle of tequila and cranberry juice. Damn. There are some crazy stories of just people in these max facility prisons in Kansas and whatnot. And they've been in there since they were like 18, bro. 17. And they're 43 right now. And they're just like, yeah, this is my life. I didn't even get to touch a girl. Like, I didn't even get to go to college, live out my life. I know nothing. I've been in here for 25 years, and all I know now and all I will have to know now is prison. You're just like, what the fuck? Some sad shit, bro. Sad shit. Makes you realize that you're blessed.
So 25 years?
Bro, if they're like 18, they're in there for life.
Damn.
Like, the only time that you know what outside is when you're going into a fucking cage that's a 5 foot cube. You're just standing there.
That's why you have to live. Damn.
Bro,
but I mean, you did the work to get there, I guess. So
sometimes, yeah. Sometimes though, you got people that are in there for like reasons that don't make sense. Like, people got popped with having weed that gotta be in there for 20 years. What?
That's true.
Why are there people? This is just doesn't make sense to me. They're like right now in California during the pandemic, marijuana stores, like marijuana places, were still open and considered a what's it called? Something business. A needed business or whatnot. You know what they're saying to allow for stores to be open, but an essential business. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. They were essential business, right? But yet there are people that are in jail for weed. Mm-hmm. So the thing that's an essential business selling something that people are in jail for, that doesn't really make sense to me.
But the issue is, it was illegal out of prison.
I know.
You can't.
I understand.
Like, you broke the law regardless.
I understand, but the whole situation just seems like pretty fucked to me.
It's 100% fucked, but you still broke the law.
I ain't saying you didn't break the law. I'm not saying all that.
But that's the whole point.
But I'm saying
if you
break
the law, you go to jail.
If it's no longer a law now, though, why can't we get the people out?
Because they broke the law when it was a law.
But why can't we get the people out now, seeing as we look at the law breaking of what it is that they actually did, and then say, you know what? We don't even give a fuck about this anymore. We understand that they broke the law. They've done their sentences. Maybe we can definitely...
But they haven't. Because then they would be out if they did their sentence.
Almost done with their sentence, bro. But, like, I think that just as much as you weigh different laws with different breaking the laws with different amounts of crime and time, you should be able to look at a situation and understand, all right, like, if it's no longer illegal, we can be human beings about this and discuss it. Because realistically, the whole jail thing is really bad that you, like, look at it in such, like, a negative way because there's just so much crime. But, like, it should be people to people trying to talk to you, like, why did you do this, man? If you're crazy, you crazy. And if you're an animal, then okay. But, like, if it's like, damn, you were in that situation, damn, that happened, oh, and this thing's not illegal anymore, come on, let's be real here.
Yeah, but then prison would be focused on rehabbing people, not
which I think it should be.
But it's not.
I'm not saying it is.
You could look
That's
at
not
other
how it
countries
is.
where...
Yeah, it's all for punishment. It's all for punishment. Yeah. No rehab. You can't tell me that our criminal system is out here trying to actually help the people that are being put into there. Like, but that should be our mindset. It's crazy how we're still so archaic in the things that we just, like, choose to not think about or care about. It's like, oh, we don't go to prison, so why do we gotta worry about it? Why do we gotta make it better? It's kind of crazy. And the only people that are really calling for prison to become better are the people that can make money off of it being better, and then those that have had significant experiences to understand how terrible it is, and they want to make a difference.
But that's everyone's mindset. You only care about an issue when it becomes your issue.
It's very true. And all fun and games until it's your pocket. You know what I mean? Like, it's always funny until it's not you. Nah, I mean, dude, I understand. Sad to see, though, seeing as we are victims of it most. Like, we as in, like, our kind, as in, like, African American people, or just colored people in general. You know?
That's a fact.
Like, that's so sad. It's also so sad that, like, the things that have happened 60, 70, 80 years ago are still the reasons why, you know, we are fucking our own shit over today. Like, why are we killing each other?
Facts.
Out here? Why are we in this position in which we only think for the immediate because we're so, like, we are so unresponsive to thinking about the future. Like, the future isn't a reality. the future isn't a place because anything can happen at any given day, especially with the lifestyle we lead. So fuck it, we're gonna do whatever we feel like right now to act in the moment just so extremely, bro. It's so bad, and we've just been trained like this same mentality for such a long time. And now the biggest thing is like kind of the need for like a leader. Like we're always like looking for someone to stand up for us. We're always looking for someone that's going to
yeah, and it's crazy. Like it's crazy.
Back.
Like if we all stood up for ourselves,
yeah,
the issues that we're hitting are going to resonate with everybody.
Everyone.
Because it's the same, like, you may have specific outlying issues, but there are common issues that we all face that is going to be said on every stage.
Memes that we all love. Memes that everyone can understand that they can still love. Like, they are fucking problems and they are fucking issues that everyone can understand, as well as everyone, unless they have such a narrow-minded perspective and like field of vision, can understand and see that we can all be like, oh yeah, that's not good, other than the 5% outliers, you know. But we just need to be able to focus on those instead of like the bullshit that like we focus on now, because we focus on like a lot of bullshit like that, truth be told, does not change anything or would not matter like on the grounds of the common
and
folk.
that's also mad annoying, because it's like I feel like I know that if I was in the position to like go in and say like, yo, like give ideas, like not even like give orders, but like give ideas, I'd be like the most well paid person of all time. Like I would literally go in there and they'd be like, all right, I'm about to do this. I'd be like, well, what if this happens? Oh, also you should think about this. And like you don't have to listen to me or like you could just note it and see if I'm right or wrong. And I'll be like, you'll see, oh wow, that was pretty accurate. Wow, you were right about that. Oh, I'm gonna start listening to you more. Like if you put me in any situation where all I do is just give advice,
kind of consult,
I would I would,
consultant?
Yeah, bro, like a consultant, bro. Like that's all I want to be, bro. I want to be a traveling consultant.
Oh, so you kind of want to like,
but I want to, but I'm
like,
yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
You kind of want to travel from like state to state,
Word.
And then like give like advice on what you think like a company should do.
Not state to state. Like I want to have a headquarters type shit, and like but like I want to consult a lot of different things. You feel me? Yeah. I want to consult a lot of different things. So like I want to have people.
PwC.
I want to have people. What?
That's what he's doing.
What? Oh, consulting. Word. But I'm trying to do it on a bigger scale. You feel me? So like not like saying
everything. It's like we have this major
conglomerate.
We have a major issue, or we want to solve this. Let's call in Ethan. It's like,
well, not even just
or
me.
like the company. Let's
but
call in.
It's really more so like, okay, there's a bunch of people that like, okay, this person is like the head of like music. This person's the head of news. This person's the head of like TV, right? And it's like, yo, what do y'all want to do? Like, I don't even want to be the person that's like, yo, we should push this black agenda. Like, black people have been. I want to sit there and be like, yo, what do y'all want to do? Like, because there are people that run everything, but they're all split up and they have their own agenda. So I want to put everybody in the room and be like, yo, so what do y'all want to do? Like, what do y'all want to do? Because at the end of the day, I feel like nobody knows what they want to do. They want to do what people want to do, and people don't know what they want to do. And with that happening, like, because people just are literally looking at what's in front of them, and they're like, okay, this is what I think, this is what I think, this is interesting. And they get new information the next day that's given to them through these outlets. And the outlets only want people's attention. They don't care if what people are doing or reading is impacting them in any way. All they want is your attention, however they can get it. So, like, at the end of the day, it's just a big-ass circle.
Yeah, the people only want to do what the people will do what the leader does, and like that's why people are always looking for that figure, that they need that constant above figure that can help them guide them. Because
Word, I would love. They feel. I would love to do that. I would love to do that, but I can't just go outside and be like, yo, let me be your father figure.
Let me be your shaman.
Yeah. Like, I would love, like, I have no problem with doing that. Like, I would love if there was a team somewhere of just people that were already doing this and, like, they just, lost their leader. And it was like, yo, we need a leader. It's like, yo, I could step in for you. But it's like, I also, like, I have mad ideas. Like, I could do a lot of things, but I also can't just walk in somewhere and be like, yo, I'm actually here for this job. You feel me?
You should do that.
Yeah, but there's no location for that job. There's no location for it. Like I can't just. There's no headquarters of the world where I can just walk in and be like, hey, I heard your president died. I'm here for his job. You can't do that. There is no place to do that. So it's like literally like when you break it down, how like I need to get in. I want to be in front of the people that run this whole shit and be like, yo. So what do y'all want to do?
You gotta work towards there, I guess. You gotta work. You gotta put in the
man hours.
Man hours.
Podcast time. These are man hours. You're getting the thoughts of the future world leader.
I just want to be wealthy enough to have my own swim house.
Swim
I want
house
my
is
pool
tough.
house.
Pool house is
I want a
tough.
pool house. I've seen it before. I want it. That's all I
Pool
want.
house is tough.
That's all I want. After that, I don't care. But if I got that, cool.
So in Atlanta, there's this crib that I was looking at. Was it Atlanta? No, Duluth, Verymenacing area.
Sounds rich.
There was a house. This is the first house I want to buy. Is $1.7 million.
1.7. It's a
The
nice
down
house.
payment is like $240,000, which is all I have to work for. You know, then you got the APR, closing costs. Obviously, there's more money involved, but all right. And then I'm just paying. It's a 7-bedroom. Did I tell you about this?
No.
I wanted to have people move in, like with the podcast that we're doing. Like not necessarily that I would have y'all move in, but it's like I want to work.
Move in with you?
Huh? No, I'm not asking. I'm explaining
Sell a car.
what my idea is. Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry.
So the goal is to get it to basically own a crib, buy a crib, and have people living there that are just like creators or artists, and like it's just have it be a very comfortable, like dope ass environment of like me and my friends who are creators, or whether you work, but just have it like be an environment where it's like, yo, it's all people that are working towards something, regardless of what that is, but we're all working towards something, and we can feed off of each other's like energy and ideas. Because at the end of the day, like I can make mad shit on my own, but like when I'm talking to people or like watching something with somebody and like talking about it and like bouncing ideas off, I can get more ideas than I would on my own. You feel me? It's like exponential. So, but you can't always like, it's hard to be in an environment like with specific people and like a large crowd of people. Obviously, a lot of information gets lost in translation, but it's like if you're in a house with like 7 people and like you're all working towards different things, like you can get a lot done. And I feel like you would also you would have more ideas than you would being by yourself. You feel me? So like I'm trying to be in that environment, put myself in that environment, own the house, and then like pay rent monthly, like whatever not rent, mortgage with like because not that I would be paying for everything, but like I know like that's also like giving people like it's like, yeah, just stay with me. Like I don't want to buy the house. Like I want to pay mortgage with like the people. It's like, yo, this is what we've earned. Like this is what we got together. Like this is like our money. So it's like nobody can hold anything over anybody. You feel me? Because I hate that feeling of like, yo, if I bought the crib, like, let's say I had the money to buy the crib outright and I had people come in, like those people coming in to stay at the crib, and these are just my thoughts. People coming in to stay at the crib are going to be thinking like, yo, like I get to do whatever I want. Like I'm here for free. My man's just got this $1.7 million crib. So one, they're not going to respect it. And two, if you're paying your own like share, you don't feel like a freeloader. And I don't have like this perpetual like thing over me. It's like, yo, I own you, bitch. Like this is my house. Like I can kick you the fuck out, pussy. Like because you can't. That person pays part of the mortgage. So it's like, because I hate that. I feel like when people want to hold shit on top of you, like I feel like, because I'm a person that I feel like I have a lot, like not a lot on people, but it's like I feel like I'm ahead of people in a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that I think that they'll never get to where I'm at. Like I would much rather be ahead in something and help you get to where I'm at than be ahead and watch you struggle. Yeah. And I don't think people like recognize that that's a possibility. You feel me? Like I can be better at something than you and teach you to get where I'm at, and then leave and get better myself. And it's like the same thing with the clones, right? Like if I help you get to where I'm at and then I leave and I have different experiences and I take my art form in a different path, you got just as good as I was at that point, or in your eyes, what you want to learn, you learn what you want to learn, and then you could take that and do something completely different, bro. And it could be just as dope. And I think like, bro, it's really like stupid to me that people don't get this, bro. It's like, because people want to be selfish. They get something and they're like, oh, I'm not going to help you. And if you just help that person, they could do something that didn't have shit to do with you. That's just equally as dope, but you don't want to because you think that will compete with what you have.
I mean, people, first off, they just don't worry about their own shit. Like, if people like only worried about their own shit, didn't spend any time on social media, not giving a fuck what anyone else did, only did everything that they wanted to do, and they had like a goal in mind, I guarantee you that they'd be able to fucking get to it.
Absolutely.
If that was my prime
that's
objective.
Your goal.
If that's your goal.
Yeah. You can get
get there. And
what? Absolutely.
And then you can get there faster by having a network of people around you and being able to know how to use that network.
Exactly. And not even just a network, but utilizing your relationship and everything that you are as a human being,
like people,
because your network, the people closest to you should be the people that are closest to you in your network, and that's what I'm saying. Like so with those people, like what I'm saying is there's no world place that I can go in. Like, yo, if the head of TV and the head of the news and telephone and iPhone or whatever, like just like acting as if they're entities, if they were my friends, that'd be the dopest thing ever. So I'm saying, like, yo, you come in, you're like, yo, what's going on today? Like, what the fuck is going? Like, look outside. Like, bro, what have you been doing? What the fuck is going on? Eddie, fix the TVs. Eddie, you're fucking up the networks. Like, yo, like, and it's a conversation. But I wouldn't talk like that to a random person that just runs TV, because I can't talk like that to a random person that runs TV. So like, it's so dope to think about, like, yo, being able to be in a position where like those people that are around you like can affect a lot of things. Like, like if you're like when you get into consulting, bro, and if I want to get into consulting, because I'm not like right now I'm in music and comedy, but like, and you're like you said, you're getting into consulting, bro. If I want to get into consulting, you're already gonna be in that world doing shit. I could be like, yo, I want to get into consulting, and it's not like I'm gonna ask you to like, yo, teach me, but you could lead me on the right path and be like, yo, look into this, like I read this book, it was helpful. And then, yo, I get that done. It's like, oh, okay, I understand at least what your understanding of consulting is. And then from there, yo, I could be not be a consultant, but take it my own route and start consulting. And it's like, yo, like when your friends are in those positions of like knowing so much and being able to do so much, like that's where you can gain the most. Yeah. So it's like, and that's why I like where I'm not like really concerned with much right now. Is because like I know once my music and comedy starts to take off, bro, my network is gonna blow up. Like I'll be able to just talk to people because I'm a communicator. So like, yo, if somebody doesn't fuck with me, I'm not gonna communicate with you. But if you fuck with me, like we're gonna talk, we're gonna communicate and bounce ideas off of each other. And just me being who I am, also as an artist and a comedian, that's gonna lead to so many opportunities and so many different projects and works and different things that I do. But it's like, yo, getting to that point is so fucking annoying, so stupid.
Yo, just getting your foot in the door. Like that's always like the biggest. That's the biggest thing. Getting your foot in the door. Getting your foot in the door is knowing what keys are gonna open up on doors, what possibilities you have from where you're at. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's so easy to look at someone else's situation and be like, oh, they just need to take these steps. But it's really hard to look at your situation and be like, fuck, I don't know where my steps even align. Like I don't know.
But it's also annoying. It's also annoying because like I've been playing cards. Like I've done mad stuff. You feel me? Like bro, my Instagram filled with content. Like I know my shit is dope, and it's like, yo, the reason why it's not tough is because bro, nobody with any influence has seen it or talked about it. It's just people I know that see my music. Nobody's sharing that OD. So it's like, yo, you're stuck in your own bubble. Like I know my shit is dope, and my shit is gonna blow up eventually. But like, yo, somebody has to come across your shit, or you have to know somebody, and it's like, okay. I can't go out and meet people. Like I would really pull up to places like I went to Brooklyn and walked through Brooklyn. I walked 4 miles through Brooklyn to go and chill with the shorty, stay the night, drink. It was tough. But I was in Brooklyn and I walked through Brooklyn. You just see everything is closed, bro. Like not everything is closed, but like venues. Like I can't go to a comedy club. Like I would love to go in the city and just sit down at a comedy club and just watch regular people do a comedy set, like a stand-up set. Because I don't know what that's like being on stage in person really doing comedy, because I'm funny as shit. But if I can see somebody actually in front of me on stage doing stand-up and how they react to the crowd and how they feed off the energy, I can get an understanding of how that works, go back to my crib, write a comedy set off of that understanding, try it out, learn how it works for me, and then become a comedian. But I can't even get that reference now. I have to. It's all remote. Everything is remote. So that's why it's so stupid, bro. This whole coronavirus thing is so annoying. Because like I can't. Like I really want to. Like bro, I want to fly out to LA and pull up to like, a record, like just mad record labels. Just go in like I own the place. Like just walk in and be like, no, yeah, I have a meeting with the CEO. Like he's expecting me. Just walk in and be like, yo, here's my shit. Like he's gonna be like, who are you? I had a meeting with you. No, you don't. Yes, I do. You missed our like. I can just make anything up, and whether they kick me out or not, at least I have the opportunity to just fuck with them. Like even if it all goes bad, like I was there, I can say I did it. And it's like I can't even get that opportunity. Like I can't even fail and have fun. You feel me? Like I want to be able to like I want to be able to go try. Like I wish I could try and like because I would have fun just being able to try and get my shit out there. But I can't do that. Stupid.
Hold on that shit.
Stupid. Whatever. Whoever. Nah. COVID is just stupid. That's what I say. COVID is stupid. It's very annoying. I hate COVID.
COVID's not nice.
I hope COVID goes away. If COVID was a football, I'd punt it to the edge of the universe. Oh, we were having a conversation about how it would be dope if humans colonized the whole universe. Well, it wouldn't be dope. It would be actually pretty stupid. But like, if we got big enough to colonize the whole universe, so it was the idea of ownership and how humans like have an innate desire to like loot, to take and own things.
Yeah.
So it's like with that idea, if we were able to get in spaceships freely and move to different planets, we would definitely try to colonize like the whole universe. So then that idea of capitalism would be funny because the universe, in my theory, is ever expanding. Like I don't know, you say the cool down, the big clap, or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze, sorry. In my theory, it's ever expanding, right? So with that, it would be funny if capitalists, like, okay, you want to become a capitalist, you own 60% of the universe, but it's ever expanding. So it's like the people that really want to get ahead is they have to get outside of like what's currently owned. So it's like you'd have to like go to a planet that's at that like edge of the universe and watch it expand, and like watch a new planet come into like existence and be like, yo, we own that shit now. Like that, and also the concept of real estate, because it's ever expanding, would also be fucked up, because at the end of the day, everything is losing value because everything is ever expanding. And it's like the funny, because that's what capitalism is based on, is like people's desire to own things.
Yeah, and finite, limited reserves.
And quickly. That's why I think money is actually time. It's also time and power, because like if you have money, you can get whatever you want quick. Like if I wanted a Lamborghini and I had $1 billion, I could call somebody and be like, yo, I want a Lamborghini tomorrow. I don't care how much it costs. I want a Lamborghini Aventador at my door tomorrow. And you can get that if you pay enough money. Like if you have money, like time, boom. You can skip time with the right amount of money.
You can save time. But
save time.
You can save time. There's nothing that's valued like time, because time is the one thing you can't get back.
Facts.
Like, it doesn't matter how much money you can get.
It's not that you can't get back. It's you can't go back.
You can't get time back too. Like you can't. There's no getting back what you've already like gone through. Like what you've already done, everything that you've already said, it's already done. It has happened. And once you put it out in the universe, that's it. Once you put out cash into the universe, the repercussions just aren't as if I lose, say $100, $2,000, $10,000. That's not the same thing as if I go into a coma and I lose a year. You know what I mean? Because I know for a goddamn fact, my year gonna run out. I don't know if my bank account gonna run out when I die. You know what I mean? I don't know if
my time that year of lost time.
Because and no lie, on that year I might be the most balling I've ever been. I might be making so much money out interest, so much money just in the money that I had. I could be dying, but don't matter. So I still don't got time. And also, time is the thing you don't own. Your time ain't yours, no matter what. Like, your time is always something else's time. Like, you're just living through it, which kind of sucks. So that's why I can't value money the same. You can never value money the same way that you value time, because if you could be the most wasteful, but you could be the smartest and most efficient, and your efficiency can outrate the wasteful.
Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying with money, bro. It's stupid, and that's what I'm saying. Like with iPhones, like money, bro, if I owned iPhones, like and I was like Steve Jobs, I could come out with iPhone updates like how I'm saying like I would release a new iPhone every day just to like get iPhones out like Apple out of business. Like that is just like anti-capitalism. Yeah. Like it's like the system of anti-capitalism. Like, bro, I just build systems to break systems. Bro, I'm tired. Like I just be tired. Like I really see something, and if I don't like it, then I'm gonna figure out why I don't like it. And if I really don't like it, and I can do something about it, then I'm breaking it. Like this whole that's what I'm saying. Like I really wish, like I see the solution to like this issue that America is having, but like I'm not putting any work into it because who would listen to me? No one's asking me for shit. No one's asking me about shit. So I spend most of my day caring about things that I care about. Now that they may loosely relate to the things that America is going through, and I feel like they could learn a lot from the things that I see, but it's like at the end of the day, no one's going to listen to what I actually have to say. So it's like, I just be spending my time how I actually want to spend it.
Yeah, truth be told, if you want to change the system, the two ways to do it, it's either you go through the system, which is the hardest because most of the time the system is set up so that it can't be taken out from the inside. You stop people that are trying to destroy it, and you could always rock with, you know what I mean? If you're the most powerful, you're on top. Or you have to go outside the system to completely demolish it, which means either showing that there's a better way, new system completely, or that you destroy said old system and you say we need to get a new one.
See, but if you get out of the system and then you create your own system, and then you show people like, hey, my system is way better, we should do this, and your system is not only is it way better, but it's better for everyone. Not only would it improve the current state of things, but it would be just better for overall everybody. Everyone's going with that new system. Every person is going to choose that new system. So at the end of the day, I'm not. That's why I build systems. Once you get out of the system, I'm building a system to get out of the system, and then once I'm out of it, it's like, okay, boom. Now that I've built a system that's better than that system, I can sell this to people. This is how you get out the system. This is how you get out.
This is how you get out. Here's your bag.
That's all it is. This is how you get out the system.
You just need a bag. Honestly, how do you get out of the system? You get money.
Yeah.
You get money, and you're able to pay off whatever it is that you got to pay off to get whatever it is that you got to get, and then you can start working from there.
Because you really think about it, bro, that's all it is, because everything is a system.
Everything's a system.
Everything is a system. Everything, bro, this whole, the school system, it just says it in it, school system. They're trying to make it seem like you have to go from kindergarten to 12th grade and then go to college, and then from there you are a successful individual. That's the school system. That is the system that's built in place. That doesn't mean that they're wrong or they're right. It's just the system. Okay, now if I built something better than the school system that made people smarter than they would be if they went to school, and I sold it, or not sold it, but I said there's only one school that can do this because it's only mine. I'm the only person that can do this and make people smarter than the school system. Everybody would go to my system.
Bro, there's a kid that was doing fucking toy reviews.
Huh?
The kid that was doing toy reviews that now is a millionaire.
Yeah.
He was just on YouTube, a kid doing just fucking toy reviews. This is my real favorite toy. I like this toy. Just that alone, millionaire. His whole family set.
Tough.
He didn't need school. That motherfucker didn't need school.
Bro, I hate school, bro.
That motherfucker.
I hate it, bro.
I don't even know what school is.
Nah, because I respect school. Bro, I went to school because I went to school. I went, bro. I was in high school, finished high school, bro. Got to the end. I have 20 some credits left. I don't like to talk about the number. It's a good amount of credits left, but I haven't finished it, and I'm taking a stand and refusing to. I'm not going to, because at the end of the day, you're trying to confine me in a system where there's mad, I look at people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. Those are white people that just were mad successful in their field, and they're publicly known. They didn't go to college. And also he didn't go to college. Isn't that so cool? White people cannot go to college and be successful. So for me, I'm gonna do the same shit. That's all it is.
That's also different though, because to say that you're to be all those guys, Warren Buffett, it means that also there is something already in place though. You feel me? there is like Bill Gates knew he was part of the shit when that nigga was like 14, and it was culminating. You know what I mean? Like those niggas went to Harvard for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? Those niggas were like, you know, at that level. And if you see yourself there, then I say you gotta fucking take it. You just go for it, and you gotta see yourself as a dog. On the flip side, though, school might be just another tool in the arsenal.
Nope, don't see it. Bro, what is it? It's a degree. It's a
everyone
degree.
got
People are acting
different
like a
things.
degree is a weapon.
That's
Like
facts.
somebody's gonna be like, oh, like somebody's be like, gosh, shut up, nigga. I have a degree. Oh, I'm sorry. Like that's never gonna happen, bro. Like I really don't care about a degree, bro. At the end of the day, because none of my shit aligns with a degree. I don't give a fuck about a degree. If I'm gonna invest, I don't give a fuck about like somebody telling me like, oh, you're a better investor now because you have a degree. No, I'm a better investor because I'm better at investing than you. So suck my dick. That's like, bro, that's my energy, bro. Like, I'm not on, like, bro, people are trying to, that's what I'm saying, bro. Taking and holding and owning things. Like, they think that, okay, now that they got a degree and they own it, it's like they have status. Like, not if I don't see it as like, having value. Like, you may have status with your friends and everybody else, but if I don't give a fuck about that degree, in my world, it's meaningless. Poof. That's how much I care about it, bro. Because at the end of the day, like nothing can validate anything for me. Like even if whether I have a degree or I don't have a degree, that's like bro, when you get 1 year older, that day niggas like, how you feel? Nigga, I'm the same person I was yesterday. Like I'm not like, you may have gotten older, but like it's the same thing with a degree. Like yo, you get a degree, like okay, like what happens after you graduate? Like not after you graduate, like after you finish classes and you get your degree. Are you stupid because you don't have your degree yet? No, you just haven't gotten it yet. You're just as smart. That's what I'm saying. Like that, they're literally like making you wait to give you this degree that's validating you. They're like, oh, no, you finished your classes? Oh, here's your degree, sir. And you do a whole spectacle, bread and circuses, and now you're the same fucking person that you were a week ago. It's so stupid. So stupid. If I want to learn something, I'll learn. I hate the school system, honestly. Lots of hate to the school system. Lots of hate.
I hope to never have to be in an institution again. But I probably will end up back in it, sadly. Somewhere down the line.
Word.
It's going to happen. This man was smart. This man got in, and he's getting in, and he's getting out. He will end up back in somehow, some way. But right now, he's in and out. 5 years, bam.
No, I agree to a certain extent. I
I
think undergraduate, what you're saying is 100% true.
It's bullshit. Undergraduate is bullshit.
To a certain extent, though.
But master's degree, I think, does give you.
But even that, master's and PhD.
When it's specialized, it's important. So, like, if I'm doing an engineering degree, my engineering class is 100%.
Absolutely.
If I'm taking
yeah. I agree with that.
Courses, if I'm taking.
But that also has to do with what your job is. Like, what are you getting into? Like me, I'm getting into investing. Like there are people that are better investors that don't have degrees than there are investors with degrees. Yeah. Like there's just more investors without degrees because more people investing is not, oh, you have your degree, here you can invest now. It's a thing that people can do and make money off of. Now, I went to college and learned a lot about the economy through economics, but that degree is not, like, I understand the economy. I understood the economy before I started economics, like, in college. Like, I took an economics class in high school, and I was like, oh, I fuck with this. And I looked OD into it, and I was like, yo, I want to do this in college. And then I got to college, and they put me in these bullshit-ass classes for 2 years, but I was still learning about economics myself. So it's like, yo, when I got to my actual economics classes, I was like, yo, this is what we're doing? Like, y'all are so behind. And then by the time I'm here now, bro, I'm a better investor than, bro, my portfolio is at over 60%. The average hedge fund does 13.5% annually. I'm doing more than 4, maybe over, is it 5 maybe? No, I'm doing a little bit less than 5 times that than an average hedge fund. As an undocumented, as an undegreed man, like, yo, I don't have a degree because it's not about a degree. And when I get a degree, my returns aren't going to go up because of it. My returns are going to go up because I'm the shit at investing, and that's all I'm using it for, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, so, but that I 100% agree with what you're saying. Like doctors. Like I don't believe that you can just but that would be tough if somebody created a doctor program that the world accepted. Like it was like instead of going to school and you got to go to basic school, med school, you just a 5-year all intensive like doctor's training that's certified. People would do that if they wanted to become doctors. They would say, fuck the school system.
But this relates back to the thing with Apple that you were saying. How they make the minor increases.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, put out a new iPhone and nothing really changed except that new camera.
Word.
So they're just trying to prolong you and keep you in school. You could really do most of these degrees in a year and a half, 2 years. They make it 4 years because you need to be
1 year.
Well-rounded person.
1 year.
Yeah. And that's what, history, and that's the thing. I think it really is. I see what you're saying.
Classes.
Like everything is well-rounded, and I agree with that. Like college is very good because a lot of people wouldn't care about that stuff. They would purposely just. I see what you're saying. Like in terms of well-rounded, like when you do go to a 4-year, like you go to school for 4 years, like they want you to know a lot of things. But that's what that degree says. It's like, we taught them their college level information, which is like a basic collection of information for each degree. But that basic collection, 60% of it is like general education. That's just like most people should know or learn. And I think it's more so for people that wouldn't have learned them in life. Like if you were just to go out and live life, you wouldn't have learned these things because like, I guess it's like not a lack of faith, but like knowing that some people need to be taught things in a certain way. But it's also like, it's the fact that there's no alternatives. It's like, it's either like, it's college or we look at you like you're dumb as shit. Like that's really what it is. And that's what I honestly just hate it.
Think about how many jobs you don't need a degree to do. But it requires a degree to get the job.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. And that's the issue is like, the people that and that's all it is they're trying to make everything like
systematic
and you have to go through all these hurdles like time. They're trying to put you in this 4-year plan where it's like you go to the school, you're spending a shit ton of money and it's like this is what everybody does because that's a great way to make money. You put if you have the whole like country saying the school is how we educate our people and this is a system that's always worked and that system is not updating. It's kind of like it's just getting with the times. It's not updating, and that's what I'm saying. So with the iPhones, like I was saying before, schools are doing the bare minimum to get people to come to school. Like you look at a lot of schools, like bro, I'm at Hampton University, which is like the illustrious Hampton University. You go there, bro, it's fucking mold in the ceilings. Some of this shit is nasty, bro. The chairs, the tables are old. The computer room is alright. The computer room is alright. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, like, they're charging you mad bread like you're going to some like high class institution, but they're really just charging you the most money for the least amount of what they have to offer. Because it's all about margins. They're like, we want to charge you the most money for the least of what we have to offer. And it's like, word. If that's how the world works, then I just peep game and break the system. So I'm figuring it out.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, yeah, speed it up.
Shorty moving too slow, gotta speed it up. Like what are y'all speaking of? Like why you so quiet? I'm peeping, love. I ain't doing too much, but I'm creeping up. And it seems like you tiptoeing, crawling to speak to me. You should just be with me. I'm trying to flourish and I need you.